Ever reading over the summer, I chose Ken Kesey's One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I read the description when the list of books we were supposed to read over the summer came out, and I think I liked that best. It sounded unique compared to all the other ones, which is just a bunch of war books and stuff. A lot of more historically deep and emotional books, and this seemed like to be something that'd be very enjoyable. Everyone I asked about it said it was a good read. That they really enjoyed it. There's a movie about it that's everyone knows about. It's supposed to be like one of the top 5 movies ever made or something like that. Uh, I I want to check it out. I've yet to, but it looks good. The story follows a psychic ward that's run by a nasty, awful lady named Nurse Ratched who kind of takes everything to like a totalitarian way. She likes to control everything. Kind of like make it so it's kind of just systematic and awful at this place. The story is seen through the eyes of this Native American man who pretends to be deaf and dumb, and his name is Bromden. And along comes Randall McMurphy, a convict who tries to escape incarceration by taking the kind of mental insane route out of it. And in his experiences, he kind of clashes with Nurse Ratched, and it makes for an interesting plot. Uh, he kind of really he is influenced by the ward as much as he influenced the ward. When he comes in, he kind of makes everything go hectic because he kind of rebels against Nurse Ratched because he just hates how she runs the place. He just takes the patients and he kind of makes turns them loose in something that they don't want them to. 'Cause Nurse Ratched likes order, and he's making it so everyone's just expressing themselves and stuff like that. And kind of like it's just interesting to see how like he starts to realize that he can't really win as his character arc develops. He kind of realizes like he kind of goes from his convict ways and kind of opens up to the patients and like lets he learns a lot from them as much as they learn from him. And as he starts to rebel, he kind of realizes that he can't win against Nurse Ratched because she has too much power. So he kind of starts to tame down and kind of surprises her. And eventually, all hell breaks loose, and he starts doing enough damage to get himself a lobotomy. And just a good overall read. I The connection I made is I've heard about the movie. I've never seen it. I wish to see it. It looks good. It was supposed to win like a ton of awards. I really want to watch the movie. The other connection I made is kind of just like I think of just McMurphy is kind of like a symbol for like convicts nowadays. How there's a lot of mentally unstable people in this world, and he kind of represents that in a way, which kind of makes this book kind of really timeless, I think. And going back to McMurphy's character arc, kind of he kind of opens up in a way because he basically was a convict. He's known to be a bad person. He's found to be with prostitutes a lot, and he kind of changes that when he kind of grows closer to these all the other patients, and it kind of just he kind of learns from them, and his arc develops a lot. Also, um, he sorry, oh he also kind of learns from the patients as much as they learn from him, as such as when he learns that Bromden's completely, even though he has um, these kind of episodes, he kind of still knows that he's completely aware of what's going on. He's not dumb, he's not deaf, and that kind of just opens up them to kind of a better relationship towards the end. Um, but what's really interesting is kind of like how what he does to the patients. He kind of takes them under his wing, and he kind of just gets them to open up to the world. Such as when say when they arrange the field trip to the boat, and he kind of just takes them, and then they pretend to be doctors studying. And I just think he kind of gave the patients kind of a real world experience that kind of opened them up, because they were all there voluntarily. So that kind of made them open up to the real world and kind of just bring in just new light for them, I guess. And I recommend the book because it's not that easy of a read, but it's a good read. It's quality. It's hard to understand at parts, but you can, if you just think about what you read and you don't lose focus. It's a good book, and I recommend it to anyone who's interested in just like anything. I mean, if you're, it's for people who have a not too short of attention span. I'd say it's just a good read.